Real Madrid recovered from a 1-0 deficit to defeat Bayern Munich 2-1 at the Allianz Arena in the first leg of their Champions League semi-final on Wednesday. Marco Asensio and Marcelo cancelled out Joshua Kimmich's opening goal to secure a vital away win for Madrid heading back to the Santiago Bernabeu next Tuesday. Here are 5 thoughts from the game. Zidane corrects mistake. If Marcelo didn't score, the first half would have been classified as a disaster for Real Madrid. Madrid coach Zinedine Zidane deployed his side in a fluid 4-3-3 with Isco drifting inside to the left, along with Lucas Vazquez up front with Cristiano Ronaldo. However, the side lacked structure. Toni Kroos and Luka Modric were stretched far apart from Casemiro, which allowed Bayern Munich plenty of space to exploit in the central areas. To make matters worse, the visitors were held to just 4 shots in the opening 45 minutes. Zidane then realized the error of his ways. He took off Isco and replaced him with Marco Asensio. Madrid was back in a structured 4-3-3 and 12 minutes later, Asensio scored the decisive goal. It's still difficult to get a proper read on Zidane's abilities as a coach. But the best managers acknowledge their errors and correct them. The fact he has Madrid on the brink of a 3rd straight Champions League final speaks to his qualities as a tactician and a motivator. Zidane again proving he's more than just an aura manager. Starts Vazquez, Asensio on at halftime when Isco nodded at protecting Vazquez with Casemiro when forced to right back. Kieran Canning, at Kieran Canning, April 25, 2018. Bayern let opportunities slip. This was a carbon copy of last year's first leg of the quarter-final between these two sides. Bayern led 1-0 at halftime, generated plenty of quality chances, couldn't add to its lead, and lost 2-1 to Madrid. That exact same scenario occurred 12 months later. Bayern produced 17 shots to Madrid's 7. Expected goals, an advanced metric that assesses the chance of a shot becoming a goal, shows that the Bavarians thoroughly outchanced their Spanish counterparts. XG map for Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. Instead of asking, do we want the three-peat, instead we should ask, what does the three-peat want of us? pic.twitter.com/d5zwr1h4c2, Kaylee Graphics, at Kaylee_graphics, April 25, 2018. A few quality saves from Madrid goalkeeper Keylor Navas and wasteful finishing hurt Bayern. There was also a slight drop in intensity and pace towards the end of the game, which Los Blancos were likely thankful to see. In last year's quarter-finals, Bayern forced extra time at the Santiago Bernabeu before it was controversially eliminated. Same scenario could repeat itself, but the Germans have to bury their opportunities next Tuesday. Asensio to the rescue. If Real Madrid is in need of firepower off the bench, then Marco Asensio is the man for the job. Asensio's winning goal was his 11th of the season, setting a career high for the 22-year-old. He's been pretty clutch in the Champions League as well. No other player has scored more goals as a substitute than Marco Asensio in the Champions League since last season, level with Morata and Ben Yedder. pic.twitter.com/g9z8 Opta Jose, at Opta Jose, April 25, 2018. Madrid was in desperate need of a scoring threat like Asensio because Lucas Vazquez, who didn't muster a single attempt in the game, was ineffective up front with Ronaldo. Isco, as wonderful as he is on the ball, is obviously not a scoring threat, which is why Asensio or Karim Benzema should have started. Having an extra runner into the box meant the Bayern centre-backs in Niklas Süle and Mats Hummels couldn't solely focus on Ronaldo anymore. Perhaps Zidane will go with one of Asensio or Benzema in the second leg from the outset. Rodriguez, Thiago put on clinic even in defeat. James Rodriguez and Thiago Alcantara were incredible to watch. Perhaps the lack of a true number 10 hurt Bayern in this game, but both players were creating a number of opportunities. Thiago didn't start, but when Arjen Robben picked up an injury, he was thrown into the game after just 8 minutes. Once the Spanish international did settle into the match, he was impeccable. When he was subbed on, Thiago Alcantara was playing as the most advanced midfielder, even pressing next to Lewandowski at times. He missed 4 of his initial 8 passes. He then started to grab a hold of the ball in deeper areas and missed only 1 of his following 15. pic.twitter.com/z8xm2 Mika, Thiago Estevão, at Thiago's TV, April 25, 2018. Rodriguez was playing deeper in midfield, as he's often done throughout his debut campaign with Bayern, and was very effective in that role. The Colombian produced almost as many key passes, 4, than Madrid's entire team, 5 per WhoScored.com. Despite loss, James was great in created most chances of any player, but rest of USA, April 25, 2018. It's rare to see a midfield duo matchup, and at times outclass, Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. Both Thiago and Rodriguez will need to replicate this again for the second leg if Bayern wants to overturn this deficit. Injury bug plagues Bayern entering this match. Bayern was already missing Arturo Vidal, who is out the rest of the season with a knee injury. David Alaba was dealing with a knock to his thigh and couldn't play, so Rafinha replaced him in the starting lineup. To literally add insult to injury, Arjen Robben and Jerome Boateng had to exit the game in the first half. Vidal adds a box-to-box presence and intensity to the midfield. Alaba is one of the world's top left-backs, Boateng is an elite centre-back, and Robben is still as threatening as he was in his prime. Losing all four in a matter of weeks is cruel. Given Robben's and Boateng's lengthy injury history, they might miss the second leg next Tuesday in Madrid. If that's the case, Bayern's objective will be significantly tougher.